The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello. Yeah, hello Vishnu. Are you able to hear me? Hello Vishnu. Are you able to hear me? Hello guys. We are going. Now I am going to start webinar. So myself is Ishu Patel. I am from Attune Infocom. Today in this webinar, I am going to start with the exploring Hadoop, Hadoop 1.0 and Hadoop 2.x. So now, new release is Hadoop is 2.4. So I will talk about, I will discuss about this Hadoop 2.4 also. So yeah, so now we are starting with the Hadoop. So I will describe little bit Hadoop and then we'll discuss with this exploring Hadoop, Hadoop 1.0 and Hadoop 2.0. So now we talk about this Hadoop, Apache Hadoop Yarn. It's a sub-project of Hadoop at the Apache Software Foundation. Like if I will introduce about this Hadoop 2.0, that's separated the resource management, and this is a new release of Apache. This processing and components Yarn was born of a need to enable like a bordered array of instruction pattern for data stored in HDFS. So beyond MapReduce, the Yarn-based architecture of Hadoop 2.0 is to provide a more general processing platform. So that's not a constraint to MapReduce. If I will talk about this, is a Hadoop 1.0 and Hadoop 2.0. So we are looking in this slide. It's a Hadoop 1.0. It's have a MapReduce feature. It's inside this HDFS also. Like this MapReduce is a cluster resource management data processing tool included. And so now we talk about this Hadoop 2. It's have a MapReduce and some other feature also, but it both feature included inside this Yarn. So Yarn take a complete responsibility of working with MapReduce. Working is a MapReduce. So now we talk about this Yarn. Yarn take the resource management capability that we are in MapReduce and packages them, so they can be used by new engines. This also streamline MapReduce to do what it does best. Is like a process data. So with the Yarn, you can now run a multiple application in Hadoop also with this using Yarn. And you can share like a common resource management also, like many organizations are already building this application on Yarn. So many organizations also use earlier is Hadoop 1.0, but now they are moved inside this new Hadoop 2.x, like a new release is Hadoop 2.4. It's a Hadoop. This is a new Hadoop is a 2.4, includes some old features like some extra features also. So I will discuss about this what's some extra features included inside this Hadoop 2.4 also, and so what's the difference in between is a Hadoop 2. Like a 2.2 and 2.0, and new Hadoop release 2.4. So I will go with the next slide. In this slide, we are looking is application run is natively is Hadoop. Is a Yarn. What's a Yarn have a feature like a Yarn? So now we are talking about this Yarn have a complete responsibility for this processing is a MapReduce. In this Yarn take a resource management capability also. And then when it's enterprise data is made is available inside this HDFS, it is important to have it's like multiple way to process the data. So with this using Yarn we can process it. Like with Hadoop 2.0 and Yarn organized can organized can use this Hadoop for streaming. Like if you are talking about this streaming, so it's Hadoop Yarn is better than it's before is whatever Hadoop version we are using, like a Hadoop 1 point something is a Hadoop 0.20. Like that we were using is earlier using this is a Hadoop 2 point something like 2.0 and 2.4. So that's for streaming process. This is a better than so whatever we were using earlier. So and if we are processing is more is from streaming data and for batch processing, so it will have is another Storm component also, so that will be work fine with this Yarn feature. So if we are going to Storm and we were implement with this batch processing, so that will be good for batch processing. So that's a Yarn Yarn is a component of Hadoop. If we talk about this like Hadoop 2.4, like this is have a new features. This HDFS, like it will include the full HTTP support for HDFS, and it will support to access control list also, ACL, in this HDFS also. And so this is a new feature inside this Hadoop 2.4. And so it will use of protocol buffer for HDFS, like a file system image for smooth operational upgrade. We want to upgrade the data using the file system inside this HDFS, so that it will be good for the storing data in the file system. So better than 2.0. And so this is a Yarn new feature include this, that this is a HDFS feature. And so now we talk about this Yarn new feature. So this enhancement support for new application on Yarn. With this application, history server and application like a timeline server, it will include inside this Yarn. So at the time of processing, whenever we process the data with this MapReduce, so that will MapReduce we are if we are talking with this Hadoop 2.1 point something, so that will be called as a MapReduce. If we will talk about this Hadoop 2.2 and Hadoop 2.4, so it will call this a Yarn. So that's a Yarn have a responsibility to complete the process. Process is a complete MapReduce task, and it will include this support for strong SLA, like a Yarn capacity scheduler versus preemption. So, and it will use heterogeneous storage for HDFS. So this is a new feature inside this Yarn. And so, and so Hadoop 2.4.0 is included some extra like ACL support in HDFS, so which allows among other things like easier access to Apache, like Sentry managed data by components. And so it will support is a native support for is a rolling upgrade inside this HDFS. If we have a data is a lot inside this our HDFS, so this is a new feature for rolling upgrade for our data, whatever data we have inside this our HDFS. And use of protocol is a buffer for HDFS file system image for a smooth operational upgrade. So this is a new feature inside this Hadoop 2.4. And so it will support is a complete HTTPS for HDFS also, and like atomic failure and resource manager. This it will have a resource manager like because Hadoop 2.x, if we are talking about this, so it's have all is a resource manager and node manager. So I will talk about all. And the previous version of the Yarn is a timeline server for storing and serving generic application storing inside this Hadoop 2.4. And so this Yarn feature is included inside this complete is a 2.0. If we are using 2.x, so have this all like a resource manager and a node manager, they have all. So now we talk about this, what is a Yarn? So if we talk about this, what is a Yarn? Yarn is stand for like yet another resource negotiator. It is a new framework that facilitate writing arbitrary distributed processing framework and application. So Yarn provide the demos and API necessary to develop generic distributed application of any kinds, handle and schedule resource request, like such as memory and a CPU, whatever it's uses. So that that memory and CPU. You just we can it will perform inside this our UI also, so we can check it. And so from such applications and like a supervisor, their execution, so it will have an included whenever we will execute that like whenever we will start it, so we can see that all this node will be started. So yarn execution model is more like a generic than the earlier is a MapReduce implementation. Yarn can run its applications that do not follow the MapReduce model, like unlike this original Apache Hadoop MapReduce. It's a call is a MR1 and this is a called is MR2. So this is a clear also is what is a MR2. MR2 is a new feature of for this MapReduce, and so MR1 for this old feature for this MapReduce. So if we talk more about this MR2, so with the like a advent of yarn, so there is no longer is a single job tracker to run its job and task tracker to run tasks of the job. The old MR1 framework was rewritten to run within a submit application on top of the yarn. So that so old application have a job tracker and task tracker, but inside this yarn, inside this Hadoop 2.x, it will have a yarn. So inside this yarn, it will have a node manager and application master, so and a container. So that container perform a work as a task tracker, and node manager perform a work as a data node, and so application master work perform is the in between is a node manager and application master. So I will show you, so that slide with this slide is a figure, so you can understand it's a clear. So that's this application was just like a Christian this MR2, like this is MapReduce version 2. So when we are going to working with this is a new Hadoop, so that's we can say this is a new version of MapReduce, so that we can say this is a MR2. So it is a familiar MapReduce execution, like underneath is except that each job now is a control its own destiny, so versus its own application master taking care of execution flow, like we can say such as scheduling task, handling speculative execution and failure. Like it is a more isolated and scalable model than the MR1 system, where a singular job tracker does all the resource management, scheduling and task monitoring work. Because if we will go to work with old MR1, so that there is not have a scheduler, because the name node work in this old Hadoop, that's old MR1, that's name node also perform work as a scheduler. So that's a name node perform is partitioning the data, is perform that will divide the data in the form of block, and then it will give the complete block to job tracker, and job tracker responsible for processing that data. But here in this Hadoop 2.x, it will have a scheduler. So scheduler have a responsibility to schedule complete task, and it will have a application manager. So whatever task we will perform, so that task it will taken by resource manager, and resource manager give the task to application manager, and application manager perform the task in the form of block, and it will give the responsibility to scheduler. Scheduler schedule the task particular all the tasks, where it will give which one node manager it will give the task. So so that all these tasks is performed, and like a task transmission by the application manager, but it will take as a responsibility, scheduler take a responsibility for scheduling all these tasks. So that scheduler is not inside this MR1. So scheduler is work with this yarn and so Hadoop 2.x. So now we look at this yarn application lifecycle. So in this yarn application lifecycle, we are looking is application client. Application client have a yarn client. This is a yarn client and some apps specific API, and in top of the have a resource manager, and we have a node manager and have a application master. So this what's work perform all. So like this will application client, it will process the data using the resource manager, and resource manager process data with this application master. Application master work with this node manager, and node manager work with this container. And in between application client and resource manager is application client is a protocol. With this protocol it will transmit the data with this client to resource manager. So we will look at this next slide. In this slide we are looking, this is a slide for this is a figure for 2.x. This is a figure for this complete is a map reduce design, how we can design this map reduce process with this Hadoop 2.x. So now we are looking in the top of this first is a RM. RM is a resource manager. Resource manager, what's the features have, what's the component have inside this resource manager. So we are looking this resource manager have a scheduler and another one application manager. So I was talking about the scheduler and application manager. Whenever it's the last slide we are looking, in this last slide we are looking is application client and resource manager working with this, like application client and resource manager interact in between client to resource manager using this application client protocol. So in this protocol it will connect to the resource manager. So when it will connect with this resource manager have a scheduler and application manager. So this will whatever task client give to resource manager, so resource manager perform with the scheduler and application manager. So first of all take the responsibility for the task is the application manager. After taking responsibility for the task, it will give to task to scheduler, because this it will give that making that block. So whatever is the block is necessary for that like role perform is a name node also. So similar thing it will perform is a role as a name node. It will create that block for that particular data, whatever task, whatever data it will client perform with this resource manager. So for the data it will create that block, and after creating that block for that scheduler schedule the task, like a scheduler schedule according to range, because we are looking in if we are talking about that old version of Hadoop. So that's have a node, name node and job tracker. So name node divide the data in the form of block and give to job tracker. Job tracker decide according to range, like we have a range is 1 to 1000. So in between 1 to 100 and 100 to 200 and 200 to 300, 300 to 400. So in between range it will divide that like a scheduler schedule the data like a 1 to 100. For that 1 to 100 range, whatever is the block it will have. So for that it will decide this name node first. So it will execute that range of data. So name node first, and 1 to 200 it will decide that it will give the data to name node like a node manager 2. So according to range it will replicate the data inside this node manager. So inside this node manager have a application master, like we are looking, this is a node manager and this is a AM1. This AM1 is a application master. So application master we are looking is a application master is a container also. This is a container. Container is a work perform as a task tracker. Look, whatever task application manager assigned to name node assigned to task to application master, because application master work perform in the top of the name node manager. So it's have a responsibility to execute that task. So for that application master create a container at that time whenever it will receive the task. Whenever it will receive the task, it will create that container according to block, like whatever range of data it will have. Like assume that it will have a 1 to 100 range of data. So it will divide that. It will create this a 3. Here we are looking is a 3 container. It's have a created. It's a AM1 created the 3 container. So in the 3 container it will divide this 100 range of data, like 1 to it will replicate. For that it's 25, approximate 27, 28. It is 1 to 28. It will replicate is a container 1. 28 to something it will container 2. It will give to container 2, and 20 answer again. Whatever is the third part it will give to container 3. So for that every container, whatever data every container accepting, for that it will create a particular ID. So for that data, whatever data will be replicate with this all container. So for that every container, whatever range of data it will have. So for that it will create a one particular ID. With this particular ID it will replicate the data with this every container. So whatever is our one container is going is failing down. So for the data start application with this another container. Otherwise, application master have a responsibility also to have a permission to create another container also. So it will take to permission to application manager, and it can create another container also. So that that block of data, it will replicate with another data node, like another container. So data will not be lost, and data will be execute. It's a complete, and after completing the data, it will give to like a container give to assign to task to application master, and application master have a name node. So name node, it will give to response to application manager, and manager to give to respond to schedule resource manager, and resource manager give to response to client. So this is a process in between this map reduce using is a 2. But if we talk about that Hadoop 1 point something, so Hadoop 1 point something or Hadoop 0.20, like that, whatever old version we have, that old version have a name node, job tracker, task tracker, data node. So what's role is a perform, like we talk about that name node. So name node receive the data from this client, and it will partition the data in the form of block. Like it will client pass the data with the name node, and name node divide the data in the part of 100 block. That block, it will name node assign to job tracker, and that job tracker have a responsibility to execute all these tasks. Because if any task is not executed, so job tracker is re-execute that task. It still have a range, like whatever is the periods you have a decide for that, like whatever is the default, it will it will re-execute that task 2 time, 3 time, 4 time. So that's whatever is the default, task will be execute, it's a re-execute if it's going on a failure condition. So that's a process. It's like a job tracker have a give to data node, and data node have a task tracker also. So that task tracker process complete the data. If it's a task tracker going is a failure condition, so data node will be restart the task. If data node is not authorized, data node is not able to restart the task, it will give to task to job tracker again. So job tracker reschedule that task and give to data node again. So that task will be executed again. So similar role perform here is a scheduler also. Like here is a application master is a container. This like a container. Application master is not able to execute this task. Maybe it's something issue with this task. So that this task is not execute, because first of all it will try to execute the task also, because application master, it will try to execute the task. It will execute 2 to 3 times whatever default conditions we have set it for this application master. If it will not be able to execute this task, it will give to task to name node manager, and node manager assigned to task to application manager. Application manager, it will not perform this anything else, it will give to task for scheduler, and scheduler reschedule the task, and the task will be processed again. With this complete is a flow again, it's the same situation. So that task will be executed. So this is a map reduce scenario with this Hadoop 2.x, and that is a with this name node, job tracker, task tracker, and data node. That is a schedule with this Hadoop, old Hadoop. Now we talk about this is a resource allocation model. So I will clear more with this all. So this is a client resource manager. This a client is a resource manager, like we were talking about this client communicate with this resource manager. So client can communicate with this resource manager and resource manager. So this is a flow. In this slide we are looking is a flow of how to client communicate with this resource manager, and so once a resource manager what will role perform. So resource manager communicate with this application master. Application master we have inside this node manager. So that's a resource manager directly connect with this application master, and so application master connect with this container manager. And so we have seen in the last slide, so how its work perform is application master and a container manager. And so that's why I was talking about this, like application master, it's not able to create this container. It's a application master have a need to more container, but it's a created, it's a 3 only. So it will take a permission to resource manager, and it can create is a more container inside this application master. So it can process the data with this with this container, because without container it cannot process the data with this. So because this is a notice, it will have a new feature. So now in this slide, this resource manager is a client. How is a client communicate with this resource manager? So we are looking is a client is a communicate with this resource manager. So whatever is the query, whatever data it will client process with this resource manager. So resource manager have a component is a scheduler and application master. So in this client communication, we are looking in this slide. This is a new application request. So the client it will give to new application request to resource manager, and resource manager also have a scheduler and application master. So that's whatever request it will perform, client it will take to resource manager. So resource manager accept that request and process the data with this application master. So application master work perform inside this node manager. So node manager as our data node inside this. If we compare with this our old Hadoop. So that's if this process will be complete. So after taking request to application master, it will give application master give to response to this application manager, and then it will give a response to client. So this is it will submit the task. We are looking here also like application submission context and application ID, name as a queue, priority, user, and container launch is a context. So this is a task. It will perform inside this node manager, and so after taking this is a execution according to ID, name, queue, and priority, like whatever priority it will have. So it will give us yeah. So this is a role performed by client and resource manager, and it will give to response to client, and that job will be complete. And so now we look at this client resource manager. This only communication in between is a client and resource manager. If like this like job will be killed when like client process the data with this resource manager, and resource manager accept the task. And so again resource manager process the task with this application master. In between application master is in between processing with this resource manager to application master. If job will be killed, then what will we do? So in that scenario, this a resource manager get to response to client the job has been killed. So it will submit, the client submit that job is again, and then so resource manager process that job again to application master and resource manager. Okay, so now we look at scenario resource manager and application master. So we are looking in this figure also is a resource manager. This resource manager have a scheduler and an application master. So this is a first process, like we will look, this is a first process. This is a first process. It is showing is application master is registered with this resource manager. So when this process will be applied, like we have our data node, like now I will talk about this, like data is an old Hadoop. So inside this old Hadoop we have a data node. So this is a situation is calling for this calling with that old Hadoop. So like old Hadoop, I will compare with this new Hadoop also. So this is application master have inside this node manager. This node manager is a node manager similar. So node manager is our data node. So this when we start our master node, it will connect with our data node. So data node means our node manager. So node manager also have an application master. So application master first connect with this resource manager, means resource master try to connect with this resource manager first, and then it will connect, it will register. If it will register in this resource manager, so we can see inside this our resource, our node manager means inside your data node is working. If it will not be registered, so your data node will not be work inside the data node. Another thing we are looking, this resource manager give to response to application master is the second registration response. So whatever time it will take for execution, like this is a scenario for your cluster environment with this Hadoop. So it should be registered with this resource manager. If it will be registered, it will working inside your data node. Perfect. And then another scenario is the third scenario we are looking. This is performing like this. It will perform for request to like allocate request, like a list resource request as a request container, so and the resource request, host name, priority, capacity. Like it will give us a complete information to resource manager according to have as a capacity, whatever is the application master have. Like you if I talk about your machine, like you are using your master machine is a 64-bit and your data node machine is a 32-bit. So that's 32-bit your machine is not is a capable. Is the capacity will be less in comparison your master machine. So that it will give us information to about this capacity, how it will accept the request, how it will give a response to our is a master node also, like a resource manager. So that's in the fourth scenario we are looking this heartbeat. It will allocate it will allocate this request with this heartbeat. So it will take this heartbeat and in between process it will be connect. So this is a complete scenario with this connection in between resource manager and application master. In the fifth scenario we are looking it will be connected. If it will give this a complete response. Perfect. So now we are going application master and a container manager. So we are looking this is application master and a container manager, how it will be create this container manager. Like this is application master is connected with this node manager. And so application master, how it will work perform with this node manager, it will work perform only this connection. Like application master also create this a container. So it's a name node not take this responsibility for creating is a container. It's a application master have a responsibility to create a container, execute that complete process. So it will give a information like a name node take the have a responsibility to take that because so that process will be complete or not. So that's why it will ask to application master what's the situation, what scenario in this application master. It's have a complete responsibility because for complete that task. So it will ask to application master, you have a created container or not, like whatever container it will have a need. So if it's it have a already created container inside this application master according to need, like according to whatever range of data so resource manager pass with this application master. So if it's a perfect working, so it will give a response to node manager. So now it is okay. Now it's application master status it's okay. If it's not working, like if it is going in a failure, like if it is it's a need to 10 container, it's created only 5 to 7 container. At that time it will give to information to node manager, and node manager that confirm that with this application master what I will do. Then application master give to connect with this application manager already connected with this application master. So it will give it will inform to application master you can create that more container according to situation, whatever is have whatever data application master application manager have. So this is a scenario. So start that container will be start inside this application master. Now we are looking is what yarn does. So means in between process we have seen how yarn work perform with this Hadoop 2.x, like Hadoop 2.4, Hadoop 2.0, Hadoop 2.2. So now we are looking it is a more scalable, like scalability is more with this for this Hadoop. Like this processing power in the data center continue to grow quickly because your resource manager focus exclusively on scheduling. It can manage those larger cluster much more easily in comparison Hadoop 1, like MR1. So that's another thing is the compatibility with the MapReduce. It is a better compatibility in comparison Hadoop 1. is a compatibility with the MapReduce, like existing MapReduce application, and user can run on a top of Yarn without disruption to their existing process. Like we face problem with this. If we are running is a more process, then it will showing is your process in between queue. So that's we will not face any situation for like your process in this queue. This process will be complete with this. Yeah, it will improve cluster utilization also. This resource manager is like a pure scheduler that optimize cluster utilization according to criteria like such as capacity, like it will have a guarantee, like and FEMIS and like SLA it will check also, and so unlike before. And so there are no name map and a reduced slot, so which help to better utilize a cluster resource. So for that it will we use this Yarn, so that will be good. Like a support for workload other than MapReduce, so it's like an additional programming model, so such as a graph processing and iterative modeling are now possible for data processing. So these add models allows enterprises to realize near and real-time processing and increase ROI on their Hadoop investment. Now we talk about this how Yarn work. So we have seen how Yarn work. So this Yarn work with this resource manager, Yarn work with this application master, Yarn work with this node manager. So in this slide we are looking at this pre-node, like a slave node. Like a slave node is our pre-node, like a we call this a node manager. So this node manager work perform is a data node. So that's we call pre-node also for that node manager. And the pre-application master is a pre-application master is work with this data node. So that's called this is not is a master. This is called is a pre-application. It's a pre-application master. And the pre-application container running on a node manager also. That's a lot of pre-application container also running with this node manager. So node manager have a application master. So that's the application master create that container, and the container work with this application node manager. Yeah, in this slide we will compare with this Hadoop core. It's a HDFS and Yarn is a component both, like which one work perform as a name node, which one work perform as a data node. And so what is a Yarn and what's a Yarn feature? So that's we are looking is a name node. So name node is a Hadoop file system component. Name node if we start our Hadoop 2, so we will get name node also, but name node if we are going to this architecture, we are getting this name node work resource manager. This name node is a resource manager, and another one is a data node. Data node is our Hadoop file system component. So it's inside this Hadoop 2, it will work as a node manager. So that node manager have application master. This application master work perform as a task tracker, because task tracker inside this data node. Similar thing, node manager have a application master, but this application master extra feature have, it will create a container and it will execute the task with this container. And so if we talk about this data node, so data node cannot directly data node can communicate with directly with the task tracker, and so have a task tracker execute the task. But it's a Yarn have application master. Application master only give to information to node manager. So what's the situation is have inside this application master. Application master execute the task with this container. So that's the extra feature inside this application master. It's a container. As a resource manager, we have a talk about the resource manager. So resource manager have a scheduler and application manager also. So that's both is a work as a name node. So name node have responsibility. Name node inside this name node job tracker also working. with this name nodes. Whatever data name node create in the form of blocks, so the data will be executed by job tracker. So here is the data will be inside this yarn. The data will be executed with this help of scheduler and application manager. So this is a new feature in this 2 and that old Hadoop. So now we are looking in this slide also how is the name node is perform the data in the form of block. So that name node store the data inside this name node is in the form of block. So whenever client process the task, process the data with this name node, the name node divide the data in the form of block, and that block it will store inside the data node according to range. Like it will job tracker distribute the data inside the data node. So whatever data it will like it will transact inside this data node, it will transfer the data node, so it will transfer the data according to range. So now in this figure resource manager is a yarn component. So in this figure it will be very clear what's the work performance, the client, resource manager, application master, and so application manager. So we are looking in this figure is the application submission in a yarn, like a client submit the task with this yarn is a resource manager. So client submit the task is a run application, and the resource manager submit the task to application master. And so this it will allocate and start application master, and application master take ask to a resource manager as application manager what how much is it container it will create. It will create that container, and container execute the task inside this node manager. So let's launch task in the container. So this is application master. It's a resource application component. This is a resource application component. It's a resource manager. This resource manager is a work perform as a scheduler and application manager. So this both is a working scheduler and application manager is a both working inside the resource manager. What's the work perform as a scheduler and application manager? We are looking here. So this scheduler is a pure scheduling, no monitoring, no restarting the job or task. It will only and only schedule for this particular task, whatever task client pass to resource manager. And this application manager have a complete responsibility, like it will accepting that application submission and negotiate that first container for this application master and restarting if it's going in a failure condition. So that's a complete responsibility. It will work as a name node. And so yarn like a node manager. Node manager, what's the work perform? Mr. Yarn is yet another resource negotiator. That is the full form of this. It's a resource manager. It will take that data and it will take the data. It will take the data to application manager. Application manager is create the data in the form of block. So we are looking here. This is the work perform is a node manager, and then data it will be processed with this application master. This is a complete architecture for Hadoop 2. Like we are looking this how this process will be performed. We are looking this two client is communicating with this resource manager. So first of all, we look at here is in this figure is a arrow symbol. What's the symbol is a role perform. It's a map reduce state. The symbol is a black arrow, and job submission is a dot black arrow. And so node status is a blue arrow is a dot, and the resource request is another black symbol. So we are looking this task is two client is submit the task with the resource manager, and resource manager communicating with node manager application master. So we are looking this node manager directly communicate with this resource manager. Another thing, we have a two container also inside this node manager. So this node manager container can communicate with this application master. This application master can communicate with the resource manager, because it will not communicate with the resource manager, it will communicate with this application manager inside this resource manager. And then we are looking this is a node manager communicate after getting information node manager communicate with this resource manager, and whatever another resource manager have, because so this container can communicate to each other in this node manager also. If we have this cluster environment, cluster scenario with this Hadoop. Okay, so this is a web interface scenario. So how we can see this after installation is a Hadoop 2 point something 2.x, it's a Hadoop 2.4, so 2.0, 2.2. We can install, and after installation we can see in this web, this web UI of the name node. It's a localhost. We can find it localhost 50070. So that is a name node. That is a name node. And for that so for data node is a 50075. It will work. And so for resource manager, this is a new feature for this Hadoop 2. So for that we have a port number 8088. This is a port number for resource manager. And so for opening is a node manager. If we work with this node manager, so we open this node manager is 8042. It will have a complete responsibility, like we want to if we want to manage the task hour, so we can manage with this UI also. We can check it's a complete scenario. This UI is a completely different from this old Hadoop 2 point something. So friend, thanks. If you have a question, so you can if you have a query with this schedule with this webinar, so you can ask me. You can write in the chat. Vishnu, are you hear me? Vishal, are you hear me? Daniel, are you hear me? Okay, so if you are like if you have any query related to this webinar and related to this topic, Hadoop 1.1 and Hadoop 2 point something, you can share your query with me in a chat.